Bitcoin or blockchain? If you've ever heard anyone saying it's not Bitcoin, it's blockchain, while there is a very specific set of circumstances where that might be a valid argument, most of the time it's just simple garbage. The person who's saying that really doesn't know what they're saying. I'm going to unpack that and explain why. Good morning, everybody. It's a July morning in South Africa, a fine winter's day, not too chilly this morning. Let's talk about Bitcoin and blockchain. Okay, before we can dive into why it is a silly thing to say, we need to first understand the alternatives and just paint a bit of a picture of what's going on with blockchain. If you were a government, a corporation, or a large institution, your alternative to a blockchain would be a database. So a database would be a place where you would keep all your clients' information, all your company information, and any information and records that you need to process transactions and to do your day-to-day business. A blockchain can do exactly the same thing. Now, in this video, when I refer to a blockchain, I'm going to be talking about a true decentralized blockchain. So while a blockchain can do the same thing, the reason that it's not a revolution and the reason that it's not like a quick solution for corporations, for governments, or for large institutions is because a blockchain is a lot more inefficient than a database. It's a lot more expensive to run than a database. It gives you a lot less control over your data than a database. So right there's three negatives to a blockchain, and it starts to get people thinking, hey, if it's more expensive, less efficient, and gives you less control, it's not sounding like a solution. The only thing that it does, and it does very, very well, is it takes away control from a centralized authority. In other words, it makes transactions, whether they true transactions, whether they're transactions that you didn't want to show, it makes those type of transactions transparent. It takes away the possibility of fraudulent entries, and it takes away the control of the central authority to, let's say, fudge the records. Okay, so can you see a government, even a government that is not corrupt, wanting to have a system that it cannot control? Can you see a corporation wanting to have a system that it cannot control, and it cannot manipulate, and it cannot alter if the records are not what it wants them to be? So to understand a blockchain is to understand that it is truly decentralized. A lot of miners, a lot of nodes, and a lot of the community have to agree that these transactions are valid and all concur and put them on the blockchain for everyone to see. And that is why it is slower, that is why it is less efficient, and that is why it is so much more honest. It cannot be changed. As the blocks stack up, it becomes more and more difficult to change the history. The historical data cannot be changed unless you can get together a huge amount of the community. In other words, a huge amount of the miners. And you can collude with them to go back and change it. Even if you did that, the blockchain's already out there, so people would be aware and whistleblowers would say records have been changed. So we need to understand a database is cheap, efficient, and can manage and can change your data. A blockchain is expensive, inefficient. However, you cannot fudge the records, and it creates a very transparent, very honest system. And that is the true magic of a blockchain. So next time you hear someone saying it's not Bitcoin, it's blockchain, just try and dig a bit deeper and understand, do they understand the true meaning? Do they understand the alternative to a blockchain is probably a database? And do they understand why a blockchain is so powerful? It's not because of its speed and efficiency. It's for a fundamental reason that you cannot change the records. That's me. I'm out.